I'm Nick Upmeyer with linkinglewiscounty.com. I'm here today with Mark Lemieux, who is with the Port Leyden Portal, LLC. So Mark and his, it's kind of a group of your family members that are the Port Leyden PL?
Yeah, Port Leyden Portal, LLC. Yep.
Okay.
It's family members.
Okay.
And we purchased the building in December of 2021. And we began rehabilitation of the building January of 22.
Okay, so we're here today for, you guys are having an open house here, so it's a little bit noisy here. There's actually a ton of people here, and kind of really surprised when we pulled up and there's just like people everywhere. So the community is really excited to see what's going on over here. So you guys are, this project, I think you told me, has been split up into 3 phases.
Yep, so this is the first phase, was the renovation of the oldest part of the building, which was in 1921. We started again in January of 22, and we anticipate finishing this up in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so phase 1 part of the project was you have 10 apartment units that are going to be ready to go for rent for older adults, 55 and older?
55 and older, we're going to have 10 up and running.
Okay, and that's kind of a mixture between 1-bedroom apartments and 2-bedroom apartments?
Correct.
Okay, we'll show you a little bit of the layout of the apartments as we're talking here. But can you kind of talk a little bit about what went into like getting these apartments ready, like converting it from an old school into apartments?
So when we purchased the building, the classroom was fully set up. So it had drop ceilings, some posters on the wall, the old heating system. So we gutted the entire place. We took the drop ceilings out, made the ceiling height 12 feet. We renovated everything. So we pulled up all the old flooring, exposed the hardwood floors, put up new walls, brand new drywall, cabinets made in Turin, appliances we got out of Lowville. So we did everything, totally gutted the place to make it brand new.
And I think that's kind of, you've touched on a couple of important parts of the project too, is that you've tried to keep everything as local as possible when you're, as far as like, you know, where you're getting materials from, where you're getting appliances from, and I think, you know, like your contracting work and things like that, everything you've tried to keep very, very local.
Yeah, so like the hardware stores, Dollhoff's and Keystone, they're very close to me, so we gave them a lot of work, and they were great to us, so we appreciated that too.
And I think another important aspect of this project is a lot of times that we see a lot of projects like this take off because of you know, investment from federal level or state level, and I think you were telling me that this project is 95% privately funded.
Yeah, so it's around 95% private investment with the family members. We did receive a small grant from Lewis County for the facade, but that's the only outside money outside of private funding.
Okay, so you know that's really great and speaks to the sustainability of a project like this when like you see private investors, you know, wanting to invest in the community. As far as, so we're here for phase 1. Phase 1's being completed, and apartments are going to be ready for rent.
We're thinking summertime.
Summertime?
Probably late June, early July.
Okay, and we can throw up on the screen on how to get in touch with the Port Leyden Portal if you are interested in renting an apartment.
Yep, so we have a phone number, we have an email. The email is easy to remember, portleydenportal@gmail.com. That's probably the easiest communication with us.
Okay.
Because we can respond in written form, which is always better. And then we also have a phone number, but you can get us on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about, I know they're upcoming and in the future, but there are still 2 phases left in this project. So let's talk a little bit about phase 2 and what that's going to involve.
So phase 2 is the portion of the building that was built in the 1950s. That portion, the second floor, we're going to convert into short and long-term rentals. And the first floor is going to be commercial units, including a restaurant kitchen space.
Okay, so I think you told me there might be a total of 4 retail spaces, commercial spaces, including the restaurant space.
Correct. Yep.
So, former elementary school, we have a kitchen and a cafeteria and everything right in the building, so makes good sense for a restaurant.
Right.
Okay, and phase 3 sounds like a very, very good part of the, first of all, phase 2, what is the timeline for that?
We're hoping phase 2 we can start this summer or fall So 2023 we'll start phase 2.
Okay. And phase 3 would be the last portion of the project. So can you tell us a little bit about, this sounds really exciting this is more for the entire community.
This is more like the community-based aspect. So we're going to take the gymnasium and some of the occupying rooms that are very close and convert that into like a community center. We're anticipating that after the completion of phase 2, so potentially 2025 time frame for that.
Okay, and then that would be something that I think we talked about. It's not just going to be for the building tenants or whatever. That's going to be a community space, community center for the Port Leyden community.
Correct, yeah. So we want to keep that open to the community. I mean, that includes Lewis County as a whole.
Right.
But we want to keep that portion of the building open as much as possible. It's not just going to be for individuals that rent here.
Right. All right. Well, it's a very great project that you have going on here, Mark. You know, really appreciate you taking the time. It's very, very busy today, and I know a lot of people are anxious to talk to you and, you know, see what's going on here. So we're going to take a walk around and look around a little bit more, but we appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Nick,
Wish you the best of luck with your project.